The pause between worlds. Have you ever felt the world around you suddenly slow down? I don't mean just a quiet moment. I'm talking about a glitch in the matrix. You are walking down a busy street surrounded by the noise of modern life, the subways, the horns, the notifications, and then, without warning, the volume knob of reality turns down. In that fraction of a second, the crowd blurs. Your breathing stops. And you feel a strange sensation, a shiver down your spine, as if the universe itself is pausing to listen to you. Listen closely, because this is the first lesson of your awakening. That feeling isn't a hallucination. It isn't stress. That momentary silence is the most powerful coordinate in existence. It is the exact point where reality as it is meets reality as it could be. You are standing in the pause between the tick and the talk of the cosmic clock. And right now, on Quantum Files Awakening, we are going to teach you how to live in that pause. Look at your life right now. Really look at it. Do not look with judgment, but with the cold eyes of a scientist. Most of us believe we are free. We think we wake up and make choices. We think we are steering our boat down the river of life. But quantum physics and modern neuroscience have converged to tell us a startling, uncomfortable truth. You are not steering the boat. You are replaying a recording. Science has proven that by age 35, 95% of who you are is a memorized computer program. You are running on autopilot. You wake up worried about the same problems. You see the same low numbers in your bank account and feel the same fear. You see the same flaws in the mirror and feel the same insecurity. You are stuck in a loop called the observer. You are waiting for your life to change so you can feel better. But because you are just observing the past, you are doomed to repeat it. You are creating a future that looks exactly like yesterday. But what if I told you that you could hack the program? What if you could use that glitch in the matrix to rewrite your biology, reprogram your bank account, and magnetize love before it even happens? This is not just a video. This is a deprogramming session. In this masterclass, we are leaving the role of the observer and stepping into the role of the creator. By the end of this transmission, you will not just learn about quantum physics. You will possess the specific code to dismantle the old machinery of your mind. We will show you how to break the chemical addiction to your past. We will give you the protocol to access the zero-point field of infinite possibility. And we will guide you through the exact process to become the director of your destiny, rather than just an actor in the background. You have spent your whole life watching the movie. Today, you take control of the projector. But be warned, once you see the truth, you cannot unsee it. Take a deep breath. Close the door to the outside world. Put your phone away. Your awakening begins now. Part 1: The Sleepwalking Society. Let's examine the anatomy of your bondage. It starts the moment you open your eyes. When you wake up in the morning, your brain is in a very specific, very magical state. For a few brief seconds or minutes, you are drifting between the worlds of sleep and wakefulness. Your brain waves are in theta or alpha frequencies. This is a state of high suggestibility. It is a doorway to the subconscious mind. In this moment, you are a blank slate. You are pure potential. You are not yet you. But what do most people do with this precious window of creation? Before their feet even touch the floor, before they have taken a conscious breath, they reach for their smartphone. And in that single reflexive action, you have just surrendered your creation power for the entire day. Why? Because your phone is a portal to the past. Think about it logically. Every text message waiting for you is from someone you already know, a person from your past. Every email is about a problem from yesterday or a task for next week anchored in the past or the predictable future. Every news headline is a reminder of the world's current chaotic state, a confirmation of the known reality. By engaging with this data immediately upon waking, your brain instantly fires the exact same neural circuits it fired yesterday. You are downloading the old self into the present moment. Neuroscience has a famous principle known as Hebb's law: neurons that fire together wire together. Because you think the same thoughts as yesterday: I'm tired, I'm late, I have to do that report, I hate my boss, your brain signals your body to release the exact same chemicals. Those chemicals make you feel the same emotions: frustration, anxiety, urgency, overwhelm. And here is the trap. The observer trap. Your body acts as the unconscious mind. It does not know the difference between an actual experience and a thought. It cannot distinguish between the lion chasing you in the savannah and the email from your angry boss. So when you start your morning worrying about your problems, your body biologically believes it is in the problem. It initiates the fight or flight stress response. Your heart rate increases. Your blood is shunted from your internal organs to your extremities. Your pupils dilate. You are ready to run or fight. In this survival state, your attention narrows. This is a survival mechanism. If you are being chased by a predator, you don't care about the beauty of the sky or the possibilities of the future. You focus on the threat. You become obsessed with three things: time, matter, and objects. Where is my money? Look at that traffic. Why did she look at me like that? I don't have enough time. You are defining reality by your senses. If you can't see it, touch it, smell it, or hear it, you don't believe it exists. This is the definition of materialism. And in a material world, you are a victim. Things happen to you. The universe seems solid, unchangeable, and stubborn. You push against it and it pushes back harder. You try to force outcomes and you get exhausted. Why? Because you are observing it through the lens of survival. And as we are about to discover, the very act of observing reality confirms it, freezes it, and locks it into place. You think you are just looking at the world. But in the quantum realm, looking is an act of creation. And by looking at your life with the same emotional lens every single morning, you are creating the same prison cell, day after day after day. You are signing a contract with the past to repeat itself. Part 2: The Quantum Evidence. To understand how you can change your life, we must first understand the fabric of reality itself. We need to leave the world of the senses and enter the world of the fundamental building blocks of the universe. For centuries, we believed in the Newtonian model of physics. Sir Isaac Newton described a world that was a machine. Everything is solid matter. Atoms are like tiny billiard balls hitting each other in predictable ways. If we know the speed and position of a ball, we can predict where it will go. In this model, your destiny is fixed. You are a biological machine living in a mechanical universe. Everything is predetermined by cause and effect. But in the early 20th century, the quantum physicists arrived: Einstein, Bohr, Planck, Heisenberg, and they shattered this illusion. They peered into the atom, expecting to find solid matter. Instead, they found mostly empty space. And inside that space, they discovered something that terrified them. It is called the observer effect. When scientists studied the smallest building blocks of reality, electrons, photons, the very stuff you and I are made of, they found that these particles do not behave like solid objects. They behave like magic. When no one is watching, a particle exists as a wave. Now, what is a wave? It is not a thing. It is a probability. It is not in one place, it is in every place simultaneously. It is pure potential. It is infinite possibility. An electron, when unobserved, is nowhere and everywhere at the same time. But and this is the part that changed history, the part that Einstein struggled with. The moment a conscious observer looks at the electron, the wave collapses. It stops being a wave of infinite potential and snaps into a single solid particle at a specific location. Do you truly understand what this means? Matter does not exist in a fixed state without consciousness. The electron was waiting for you. It was waiting for a command. Your attention is the command. The universe is not a rigid stage where you are a mere actor. The universe is a fluid field of energy that is waiting for you to tell it what to be. When you look at your life and say, "My life is a mess," you are the observer. You are looking at the infinite field of potentials, and through your focus and expectation, you are collapsing the wave into a single particle called a mess. By focusing on your lack of money, by obsessing over your debt, you are literally collapsing the quantum field into the reality of lack. You are freezing the energy of abundance into the solid matter of poverty. You are doing this. You are the projector. If you think this only applies to subatomic particles in a sterile lab, let me tell you about an experiment that proves this mind-over-matter connection exists in the macro world. Let me introduce you to the work of Dr. René Piaget in France. Dr. Piaget built a robot called a tachoscope. This was a random event generator. Imagine a small robot on wheels. It was programmed by a computer to move completely randomly around a rectangular arena. Left, right, forward, back, pure mathematical chaos. Over time, the robot's path would cover the entire floor evenly, like a scribbled drawing that fills a page. Then Dr. Piaget introduced a biological element, a baby chick. Chicks have a biological imperative called imprinting. When they hatch, they bond with the first moving object they see and consider it their mother. In this experiment, the chick hatched, and the first thing it saw was the robot. The chick loved the robot. It followed it. It peeped at it. It bonded with it. Then Dr. Piaget put the chick in a clear glass cage on one side of the room. The chick could see the robot mother moving around the arena, but it couldn't reach it. The chick wanted to be near its mother. It had a desire. It had an intent. It had a longing. What happened next defies all classical laws of physics. The robot, which was programmed by a sophisticated computer to be random, stopped being random. The data showed that the robot began to move overwhelmingly toward the side of the room where the chick was waiting. It spent 70% of its time near the cage. The randomness disappeared. The machine defied its own code. The consciousness of a baby bird, its desire, its focus, its longing bent the laws of probability. The intention of a simple animal influenced the behavior of a microchip and a motor. The machine responded to the mind. Now, I want you to sit with that. I want you to ask yourself a very serious question. If the primitive consciousness of a baby chick, driven by instinct and longing, can influence a machine, if the mere gaze of a scientist can collapse a wave of energy into a particle of matter, what is your consciousness doing to your career? What is your sustained attention doing to your health? What is your chronic fear doing to the reality of your bank account? You are not powerless. You are powerful beyond measure. You are a broadcasting tower of immense energy. But you are using your power destructively. You are using the observer effect to reinforce the reality you hate, simply because you are addicted to looking at it. You are collapsing the wave of debt every time you worry about a bill. You are collapsing the wave of sickness every time you talk about your pain. You are the creator. But you have been creating by default, not by design. Part 3: The Biology of Addiction. This brings us to the most difficult hurdle in the process of change. We now know the physics. We know that attention creates reality. So the solution seems simple, right? If we create reality, why can't we just close our eyes, imagine $1 million, and have it appear? Why do we fail? Why do we slide back into old habits after a few days of positive thinking? The answer lies in the biology of addiction. We tend to think of addiction as something related to external substances, drugs, alcohol, nicotine, sugar, or gambling. But the most dangerous addiction, the one that affects 99% of humanity and keeps them enslaved to a mediocre life, is the addiction to emotion. Let's look at how your biological machine works. Every time you have a thought, your brain produces a chemical signature. If you have a thought of anger, "I can't believe he said that to me," your brain releases a specific cocktail of neuropeptides. If you have a thought of victimization, "Why does this always happen to me?" your brain signals the release of stress hormones, cortisol, adrenaline, and norepinephrine. These chemicals rush through your bloodstream. They act like keys looking for locks. They travel to the cells of your body, your heart, your stomach, your skin. Every cell has receptors on its surface. When these chemical keys lock into the receptors, they send a signal deep into the cell, all the way to the DNA. And the signal is, we feel bad, we are in danger, we are angry. The brain perceives this bodily feeling. It monitors the chemical state of the body. And the brain, which is a logic engine, says, "Okay, the body is feeling angry. I must generate more thoughts that match this feeling to be consistent." So you think more angry thoughts, which produce more angry chemicals, which makes the body feel more anger. This loop, thinking creating feeling, and feeling creating thinking, creates a state of being. If you repeat this loop for 10 years, your body memorizes this state better than your conscious mind. You don't even have to try to be unhappy anymore, you just are unhappy. It's automatic. Your body has become the master. Your mind has become the servant. It gets deeper. This is where it becomes a true physical addiction. When your cells are constantly bombarded by stress chemicals, they adapt. Just like a drug addict develops a tolerance to heroin and needs more to get the same high, your cells develop a tolerance to cortisol and adrenaline. When the cells divide, mitosis, to create new daughter cells, they actually re-engineer their surface receptors. The new cells will have more receptors for stress and fewer receptors for joy, peptides, or creativity. Your body literally re-engineers itself to be an anxiety machine. You are physically built to suffer. Now imagine you decide to change. You watch a video like this. You read a book. You get inspired. You say, "Today is the day, I am going to be grateful, I am going to be abundant." You start your morning with a smile. You visualize success. You force yourself to think positive thoughts. For the first hour it feels good. You are consciously driving the car. But then, about 2 hours later, your cells check the bloodstream. "Wait a minute," the cells say. "Something is wrong. Where is our cortisol? Where is our suffering? Where is the anger? We are hungry. We haven't had our fix." The cells act exactly like a heroin addict going through withdrawal. They send a powerful distress signal up the spinal cord to the brain. This is the moment of withdrawal. The brain, obeying the loud screaming of the body, starts to generate thoughts to get you back to your chemical baseline. It looks into its archive of memories to find anything that will make you angry or afraid. Suddenly, out of nowhere, you hear a voice in your head. The chatter begins. This positive thinking stuff is stupid, it won't work. You have too much work to do to be happy. Remember what your father said about you, you're a failure. Look at that bill, you're going to go broke. Why are these thoughts arising? Is it the truth? No. It is your body trying to provoke a reaction. It is manipulating you. If you listen to that voice, if you get annoyed, if you get fearful, if you snap at your spouse, boom. The brain releases the cortisol. The floodgates open. The cells get their fix. You feel normal again, even if normal means miserable. And the cells settle down. The anxiety goes away because you gave the addict its drug. This is why change is so hard. You are not fighting your willpower. You are not fighting laziness. You are fighting a biochemical addiction that has been entrenched in your cellular structure for decades. When you try to step into the unknown, the creator state, your body screams because the unknown feels unfamiliar. And to a biological organism evolved for survival, unfamiliar equals dangerous. The observer stays in the known because the known feels safe. Even if the known is painful, even if the known is a bad relationship or a dead-end job, at least it is predictable. You know what to expect. To become a creator, you must learn to be greater than your body. You must learn to sit in the fire of withdrawal and not give in. You must learn to command your cells, not obey them. You must become the rider taming the wild horse. When you live in this stress loop, you are living in survival mode. In survival, all your energy is mobilized to handle a threat. The lion is chasing you. The debt collector is calling. The virus is spreading. When you are being chased by a lion, do you care about your dreams? Do you care about creating a new future? Do you care about learning a new language or opening a business? No. You only care about 3 things. 1. Body, am I safe? Am I in pain? 2. Environment, where can I hide? Who is looking at me? 3. Time, how long do I have? In survival, your focus is obsessed with the material world. You become a materialist. You believe that to change your reality, you must drag your body through space and time, work harder, push harder, manipulate people, and force outcomes. This is the matter trying to change matter approach. It is slow. It is exhausting. It degrades your health. And it rarely works. The creator operates differently. The creator knows that to change matter, you don't touch the matter. You change the energy. When you free yourself from the addiction to survival emotions, you liberate vast amounts of energy. That energy, which was used to protect your ego, scan for danger, and maintain your mask, is now available for creation. It is like turning off all the background apps on your phone to save battery. Suddenly, you have the power to run the master program. But how do we free this energy? How do we convince the body that it is safe so that we can enter the quantum field? We must learn the language of the heart. We must move from incoherence to coherence. And that is exactly what we will explore in the next section. Part 4, the shift heart-brain coherence. So how do we break the addiction? How do we stop the body from dragging us back to the past? We have established that you cannot fight the mind with the mind. You cannot solve a problem with the same level of consciousness that created it. Willpower is a limited resource. It is a battery that drains by 2:00 p.m. We need a power source that is infinite. We must go deeper. We must leave the brain and enter the heart. For centuries, poets and mystics have said the heart is the seat of the soul. But in our modern, rational world, we dismissed this. We thought the heart was just a mechanical pump, a muscle that pushes blood around. We thought the brain was the CEO. But the science has caught up. The Institute of Heart Math, a research organization in California, has proven that the heart is actually a sensory organ. It has its own intrinsic nervous system, a complex network of 40,000 neurons that allows it to sense, feel, learn, and remember independently of the brain. It is literally a heart brain. But here is the statistic that changes everything. The heart emits an electromagnetic field that is up to 5,000 times stronger magnetically than the brain. Let that sink in. 5,000 times stronger. Think of it this way. Your brain intention is the electrical charge. It sends the signal out into the universe. It is the antenna sending the request, I want a new career, I want to be healthy. Your heart emotion is the magnetic charge. It is the magnet that draws the experience back to you. This is the physics of creation. And this is where 99% of people fail. This is the secret behind the secret that was missing in all the books you read. You can sit on your meditation cushion. You can make a vision board. You can repeat affirmations for 10 hours a day. Your brain is sending the signal, I am wealthy, I am wealthy. But if your heart is feeling fear, if your solar plexus is tight with anxiety, if your gut is churning with a sense of lack, then your magnetic field, which is 5,000 times stronger, is broadcasting the truth, I am poor, I am scared, I don't have it. In physics, this is called destructive interference. The two signals cancel each other out. You are broadcasting static noise to the quantum field. The field cannot answer a signal it cannot read. It's like trying to tune a radio station but being stuck between two frequencies. All you get is hiss and static. To become a creator, you must achieve coherence. Coherence is a state of high performance where your brain and heart are synchronized. It happens when your clear intention, brain, aligns perfectly with an elevated emotion, heart. When you marry the clear thought of your future with the intense feeling of gratitude for that future, something magical happens physically and energetically. The body stops resisting. The signals align. You create a laser-like broadcast into the quantum field. This is constructive interference. The wave sizes double. The signal becomes amplified. You are no longer waiting for the reality to happen so you can feel good. You are feeling good now, which signals to the universe that the reality is already here. And because the quantum field is a mirror, a non-judgmental, impartial mirror, when you change your reflection, the mirror must change. It is not a suggestion. It is a law. Part 5, The Protocol: Living as a Creator. Knowledge without application is just philosophy. True wisdom is knowledge applied. It's easy to understand these concepts while sitting in a comfortable chair listening to my voice. But how do you live as a quantum creator in a chaotic world? How do you maintain coherence when your boss is yelling at you, when your kids are screaming, or when the bills are due? You need a system. You need a routine that is stronger than your environment. Here is your protocol. Step 1: the morning prime. Your transformation begins the second you wake up. We established earlier that your phone is the enemy of your creation. So step 1 is non-negotiable: do not touch the portal to the past. Instead, lay in the dark. Place your hand physically over your heart space. This simple touch directs your awareness. Where you place your attention is where you place your energy. By touching your heart, you are moving energy out of your survival brain and into your creative center. Now breathe. But not just any breathing. You must breathe in a rhythm that signals safety to your nervous system. Ideally, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Smooth, rhythmic, deep. As you breathe, imagine the breath flowing in and out of your heart area. This begins to synchronize the heart and brain. Now, ask yourself the most important question of the day. What is the energy I want to be today? Is it freedom? Is it joy? Is it invincibility? Is it compassion? Don't just think the word. Words are empty containers. You must fill the container with feeling. Rehearse your day. See yourself getting out of bed. See yourself in the shower. See yourself driving to work. But see it through the lens of this new energy. See yourself smiling at the traffic. See yourself responding to a rude email with calm authority. See yourself eating lunch with a sense of gratitude. You are priming your brain. You are installing the neural hardware of the future before the day even begins. You are firing and wiring the circuits so that when the event actually happens, you have already practiced the reaction. You are becoming familiar with a new self. Step 2, the pattern interrupt. The environment will test you. This is a guarantee. The moment you decide to be a creator, the old program will try to pull you back. You will get a flat tire. Someone will cut you off in traffic. Your spouse will say that one thing that always triggers you. The moment you feel the anger rising, the moment you feel the stomach tighten, stop. This is the moment of truth. This is the battle for your soul. Recognize it. Say to yourself silently or out loud, I am reacting, I am back in the observer mode, I am losing my power. This awareness is victory. Most people go unconscious and stay angry for 3 days. If you can catch it in 3 seconds, you are winning. Take a breath. Reset. Ask yourself, is this emotion worth losing my creation power? Is this driver worth me lowering my frequency and delaying my dreams? The answer is always no. In that pause, you break the energetic momentum. You reclaim your energy from the environment. A creator does not wait for a perfect environment to feel peace. A creator brings peace to the environment. You become the thermostat, not the thermometer. A thermometer just reflects the temperature of the room. A thermostat sets the temperature. Step 3, the evening clearing. Never, ever go to sleep with the heavy energy of the day. If you sleep with anger, resentment, or worry, you are marinating your cells in cortisol for 8 hours while you sleep. You are literally programming your tomorrow to be just like today. You are cementing the past into your biology. Before you sleep, review your day like a movie. Look at the moments where you went unconscious. Look at the moments where you lost your temper. Do not judge yourself. Guilt is just another survival emotion. Simply say, I forgive myself, I learned, next time I will do better. Then let it go. Return to the 0 point. Sleep in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. What is the one thing you want most? Feel the relief of having it. Let that relief be the lullaby that drifts you into sleep. By doing this, you are programming your subconscious mind for 8 hours to look for matches to that reality. You wake up aligned. Part 6, the money frequency. Now let's address the specific energy that holds most people captive, money. We have so much baggage around money. We have guilt, we have fear, we have greed. But in the quantum world, money is not good or bad. Money is not paper. It is not digits on a screen. Money is energy. Specifically, it is a frequency of freedom and appreciation. The observer looks at their bank account, sees a low number, and feels lack. And here is the paradox of creation. You cannot create wealth from a frequency of lack. It is physically impossible. If you are chasing money, you are broadcasting the signal, I don't have it. Think about it. You only chase things that are running away from you. The quantum field reflects that signal back as, correct, you don't have it, keep chasing. And the money runs away from you. It stays just out of reach. Or if you do get it, you lose it immediately because your frequency cannot hold it. It is like a waiter in a restaurant. If you are desperate, snapping your fingers, yelling, over here, I need food, I'm starving, the waiter will avoid you. You are repelling them. But if you sit back, confident, knowing the food is coming, radiating calm, the waiter comes to you. To become a magnet for wealth, you must do the hardest thing of all. You must feel wealthy before the money arrives. You must find the feeling of abundance without the evidence of the senses. What does wealth actually feel like? Most people think it feels like excitement. Oh my God, I won the lottery. No, that is adrenaline. That is temporary. True wealth feels like relief. It feels like freedom. It feels like security. It feels like gratitude. It feels like waking up and saying, I have enough, I am safe, I can do what I want. Can you feel that now? Can you generate that feeling without checking your bank balance? This is why gratitude is the ultimate key to wealth. Normally, we are grateful after we receive something. Thank you for the gift. This is Newtonian gratitude. It is a reaction. But in the quantum model, gratitude is the chemical signature that the event has already happened. When you thank the universe for your abundance before it is in your bank, your body believes it is already there. Your resistance drops. Your energetic field expands. You stop broadcasting lack and start broadcasting having. And suddenly the synchronicities begin. You get a refund check in the mail you didn't expect. A friend calls you with an opportunity. You get an idea in the shower that is worth $1 million. You didn't force these things. You attracted them. The creator doesn't work for money. The creator works as wealth, and money follows the frequency. Part 7: The Quantum Mirror Relationships. We have spoken about money. Now we must speak about the force that drives the human experience more than any other: love and connection. Many creators master their finances, but fail miserably in their relationships. They are rich but lonely. Or they are in toxic loops with partners. Why? Because they are still operating as observers in love. The observer looks at their partner and says, you make me angry, you make me sad, you need to change so I can feel loved. Why don't you listen to me? This is the trap. In the quantum reality, there are no other people out there separate from you. There are only mirrors. There is a concept in quantum mysticism called everyone is you pushed out. This means that every person in your life, your spouse, your boss, your children, your enemies, is reflecting a part of your own energy back to you. They are actors in your play, reading the script you handed them with your subconscious beliefs. If you hold a deep subconscious belief that says, I am not important or I am unworthy of love, you will attract a partner who ignores you. You will attract a partner who cheats on you. You will attract a partner who is emotionally unavailable. They are not doing it to you. They are doing it for you. They are validating your belief. They are proving you right. So how does a creator change a relationship? Does the creator nag? Do they beg? Do they scream? No. That is trying to change matter with matter. A creator changes the relationship by changing the signal they broadcast about the relationship. If you are in a difficult marriage, stop looking at the problems. Stop telling your friends how bad your husband is. Stop complaining to your mother about your wife. Every time you focus on their flaws, you are collapsing the wave of their personality into the flawed partner. You are observing the worst version of them, and therefore, you are keeping them stuck in that version. You are locking them in a quantum box. Try this experiment. It is radical, but it works. For 7 days, ignore the reality of what is happening. In your mind, see them as the best version of themselves. See them as kind. See them as loving. See them as listening to you. See them as generous. Feel the gratitude for this new person before they show up. Have imaginary conversations with this elevated version of them. Feel the love you would feel if they changed. When you hold this frequency, you are changing the script. And because of the law of entanglement, 2 things will happen. 1. They will suddenly, inexplicably change their behavior to match your new signal. They will wake up one day and be nicer. They won't know why. But they are responding to your shift in energy. 2. Or if they are committed to their own toxicity and cannot match your frequency, they will naturally exit your reality. The relationship will end without a fight, making space for someone who matches your new level of self-worth. You are the projector. They are the screen. Don't yell at the screen. Change the film. Part 8. The Shadow Work: Why Good People Fail. Now we must face the elephant in the room. We must talk about failure. Why do so many people try these techniques and fail? Why do you visualize abundance for months but still find yourself broke? Why do you affirm love but still sleep alone? Is the universe punishing you? Is the law of attraction a lie? No. The answer lies in the shadow. We have 2 minds. The conscious mind, which accounts for about 5% of your processing power, and the subconscious mind, which accounts for 95%. You consciously want wealth. You say, I want $1 million. But subconsciously you might have a program running that says, rich people are evil. If I am successful, my friends will be jealous and leave me. I am not smart enough. My dad worked hard and died poor. Who am I to do better? This is called counter-intention. You are stepping on the gas, conscious mind, and the brake, subconscious mind at the same time. The car revs loudly, makes a lot of noise, uses a lot of gas, but it doesn't move. The quantum field is impartial. It listens to the loudest signal. And your subconscious fear, which has been running for 30 years, is always louder than your new conscious wish, which you started 3 days ago. The shadow is not bad. It is not a demon. The shadow is simply the part of you that is trying to protect you based on old data. It thinks being poor is safe because being rich might lead to rejection. It thinks being alone is safe because love leads to heartbreak. To become a master creator, you must integrate the shadow. You cannot suppress it. You cannot just think positive over a deep trauma. Suppressed energy is trapped energy. It becomes a blockage in your field. Here is the protocol for releasing the brake pedal: quantum forgiveness. It is not about forgiving others. It is about forgiving yourself for holding the program. Sit in silence. Close your eyes. Ask your body, what is the benefit of staying stuck? What are you afraid will happen if I succeed? Wait for the answer. It will come. It might be a memory. It might be a feeling. If I get rich, I'll turn into my greedy uncle. If I lose weight, I'll get attention, and that's dangerous. When you hear it, do not judge it. Do not get angry. Say to that part of yourself, I see you, I hear you, thank you for trying to protect me, but that was the old way, we are safe now, we are choosing a new way. Shine the light of consciousness on the fear. When you observe the shadow without judgment, the energy is released. The brake pedal is lifted. The resistance dissolves. And suddenly, your manifestations accelerate because the gas and the brake are no longer fighting. You are finally moving in one direction. Part 9, the collective and the future. You might think this journey is just about you. About your car, your house, your healing, your bank account. And it starts there. But it is bigger than that. Much bigger. Quantum physics tells us about entanglement. When two particles interact, they become linked forever. If you spin one particle here, the other particle spins instantly, even if it is on the other side of the universe. We are all entangled. We are all made of the same stardust, recycled since the Big Bang. We are all connected in this invisible web of consciousness. When you raise your frequency, you are not just healing yourself. You are healing your children. You are breaking the generational trauma that has run in your family for centuries. You are the cycle breaker. You are healing your partner. You are healing your community. Science has shown that when a small group of people achieves heart coherence together, the crime rate in that city drops. The accident rates drop. The hospital admissions drop. Your peace acts as a Wi-Fi signal that calms the chaos of others. You become a broadcasting tower of order in a world of entropy. We are evolving. The human species is waking up. We are moving from Homo sapiens, man who knows, to Homo luminous, man of light. We are moving from a species of survival selfish, fearful, fighting for resources, addicted to matter, to a species of creators, connected, loving, masters of energy. You are the pioneer of this new timeline. The universe has been waiting for you to stop acting like a victim. It has been waiting for you to remember who you are. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean in a drop. Part 10, Entering the Void, the Guided Experience. We have talked about the theory. We have understood the science. We have mapped the biology. But you cannot learn to swim by reading a book about water. You must get wet. Right now, in this masterclass, we are going to cross the threshold together. I am going to guide you into the quantum void, the zero-point field where all creation begins. Sit comfortably. Keep your spine straight. This allows energy to flow up the spinal cord to the brain. Place your feet flat on the floor to ground yourself, or cross your legs if you are seated on a cushion. Rest your hands on your knees, palms facing up, a gesture of openness and receiving. Close your eyes, and let us begin the process of disconnecting from the known world. The induction. Take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs, expanding your abdomen, holding it at the top for a moment, and exhale slowly through your mouth, making a soft sighing sound, longer than the inhale. Let go of the tension in your shoulders. Let go of the tension in your jaw. Let the muscles around your eyes soften. I want you to become aware of the space around your head. Feel the volume of space inside your head. Now move your awareness to the space outside your head. Feel the distance between your ears and the walls of the room. Feel the space behind your back. Feel the space under your chair. As you sense the vastness of space, your brain waves begin to slow down. You are moving from beta, thinking/analyzing, to alpha, imagining/dreaming. Now bring your attention to your chest, your heart center. Breathe into this space. Imagine your breath is flowing directly in and out of your heart, not your nose. With every breath you are telling your body, it is safe to let go. You are no longer a body trying to survive. You are a consciousness floating in infinite space. The disconnection. Now, I want you to let go of your identity. Forget your name. Forget your age. Forget your job title. Forget your gender. Forget your bank account balance. Forget your pain. Forget your history. Drift deeper into the velvety blackness. There is no one to be. There is nowhere to go. There is nothing to do. You are simply an awareness. A point of consciousness in the dark. You are nobody. No thing. Nowhere. In no time. This darkness is not empty. It is pregnant with infinite possibilities. This is the womb of the universe. This is the quantum field. Rest here. In the 0 point. This is the only place where you can create. You cannot create as your old self. You must become no one to become anyone. The creation. In this place of pure potential, I want you to call forth the future you desire. Do not force it. Do not try to see it. Just invite it in like a guest. Select one clear intention. Is it wealth? Is it health? Is it love? Is it a mystical experience? Choose one symbol that represents this future. A letter. An image. A scene. Hold that image in the center of your mind's eye against the black background. This is the electrical charge. This is your intent. Make it sharp. Make it clear. See the details. Now, we must add the magnetic charge. We must add the feeling. Do not wait for the image to become real to feel it. That is the old way. I want you to feel the emotion of that future. Right now. What would it feel like if you already had it? Would you feel a wave of relief washing over you? Would you feel lighter? Would you feel invincible? Would you feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude? Open your heart. Teach your body emotionally what that future feels like. You are not pretending. You are signaling the field. Turn up the volume of that emotion. Feel it washing over your skin. Feel it rewriting your DNA. Feel it signaling every cell in your body that the event has already occurred. Stay in this state. Marinate in it. Memorize this feeling. This feeling is the key. This feeling is the magnet. The surrender. And now, take a moment to give thanks. Feel a profound gratitude to the universal intelligence for organizing this reality for you. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Release the image into the field. Let it go. Hand it over to a greater mind. Trust that the field has received the order. The seed is planted. Do not worry about how it will happen. The how is not your job. The how is the domain of the universe. The return. Now, slowly bring your awareness back. Bring your awareness back to a new body. Bring your awareness back to a new environment. When you open your eyes, do not return to being the old person. The person who closed their eyes 15 minutes ago is dead. The person opening them is reborn. Take a deep breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you are ready, open your eyes. Part 11, Advanced Mechanics Troubleshooting. Welcome back. You have just sent a coherent signal to the quantum field. You have planted a seed in the fertile soil of potential. But now comes the hardest part. The part where 90% of people fail. The part that separates the dreamers from the masters. It is called the time lag. In the quantum world, the world of energy creation is instant. The moment you thought it and felt it, it existed energetically. But in the 3D world of matter, things move slower. Matter is dense energy. It is heavy. It takes time for the circumstances, people, and resources to rearrange themselves to match your new frequency. This gap between the moment you plant the seed and the moment the flower breaks the soil is the valley of doubt. Here is what will happen. You will do the work. You will meditate. You will feel grateful. You will feel like $1 million. And then you will open your eyes, check your bank account, and see nothing has changed. You will go to work and your boss will still be annoying. You will go home and your partner will still be grumpy. The observer in you, the old program, will scream, "See, it's a lie, it didn't work, you're wasting your time, just give up and be realistic." If you listen to that voice, if you react to the lack of evidence with disappointment, you are digging up the seed. You are saying to the universe, "Where is it?" which implies, "I don't have it." And just like that, you reset the process to 0. You must understand the mechanics. Evidence comes last. The material world is the caboose of the train, not the engine. The engine is your energy. The material reality is just the heavy cargo being pulled behind. It takes time to gain momentum. When you don't see results immediately, you must not analyze. Analysis is paralysis. Analysis puts you back in beta, brainwaves, the survival mode. Instead, when doubt creeps in, say to yourself, "It is happening underground, the roots are growing, I trust the process." Persistence is the key to collapsing the wave. You must be able to hold the vision of the future despite the reality of the present. That is true greatness. Part 12, Case Studies, Real-World Evidence. Does this really work? Or is it just New Age fantasy? Is it just wishful thinking? Let's look at the hard data. Let's look at medical and scientific case studies that prove the mind commands matter. Case Study 1, the knee surgery study, the placebo effect. In a famous medical study conducted at the Houston VA Medical Center, Dr. Bruce Moseley studied patients with severe osteoarthritis of the knee. These were people in crippling pain who could barely walk. He divided them into 3 groups. Group A received the standard surgery, scraping the cartilage. Group B received a lavage, washing out the joint. Group C received a fake surgery. For Group C, the doctors made an incision, splashed water to simulate the sound of washing, acted like they were operating for 40 minutes, and then sewed them back up. They did absolutely nothing to the knee joint. Here is the shocking result: all 3 groups healed equally. 2 years later, the patients who had the fake surgery reported that their pain was gone. They were walking, playing basketball, and lifting grandchildren. How is this possible? There was no physical intervention. The answer: they believed they were healed. Their brain accepted the new reality. It signaled the body to release natural anti-inflammatory chemicals and painkillers. Their expectation commanded their biology. If a thought can heal a physical bone and joint condition, what can a focused thought do to your career? What can it do to your bank balance? Case Study 2, the piano study, Harvard University. Harvard researchers conducted an experiment on neuroplasticity. They took a group of people who had never played the piano. Group 1 practiced simple 5-finger piano scales physically for 2 hours a day for 5 days. Group 2 sat in front of a piano but never touched the keys. They only visualized playing the scales. They rehearsed it mentally, hearing the notes and feeling the keys in their mind. After 5 days, scientists scanned their brains using TMS. The result: the area of the brain responsible for finger movement, the motor cortex, had grown and expanded in both groups exactly the same amount. The brain did not know the difference between the physical action and the mental rehearsal. This proves that you can literally grow new neural hardware. You can become a new person just by thinking. You don't need to do it physically to change your brain. You can install the software of success or confidence before you ever step on stage. These are not miracles. This is technology. This is how you function. You just haven't been given the user manual until now. Part 13, the final code, the 7-day challenge. We are reaching the end of our transmission. But this is where your work begins. I am not asking you to just believe me. Belief is passive. I am asking you to be a scientist. Be the scientist of your own life. Test this. Prove it to yourself. I challenge you to the 7-day quantum shift. For the next 7 days, I want you to commit to this strict protocol. Treat it like a prescription from a doctor. If you miss a day, you start over. The protocol. 1. Morning the prime, wake up. Do not touch your phone. Spend 10 minutes doing the heart coherence technique. Feel the gratitude for your future. Decide who you are going to be today. Do not get out of bed until you feel like a creator. 2. Midday the spot checks. Set an alarm on your phone for 12 o'clock p.m., 3 o'clock p.m., and 6 o'clock p.m. When the alarm goes off, stop what you are doing. Take 1 minute. Ask, what is my energy right now? Am I in survival or creation? If you have slipped into stress, reset. Breathe. Come back to the present. Do not let the unconscious program run for hours unchecked. 3. Night the clearing. Before you sleep, clear your field. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. Feel the relief of your wish fulfilled. Go to sleep in love, not fear. 4. The golden rule, the fast. For 7 days you are on a negativity fast. No complaining. Not once. Not about the weather. Not about politics. Not about your pain. Not about your boss. If you catch yourself complaining, you must stop immediately and say, I am uncreating that. And immediately replace it with 2 things you are grateful for. The prediction: if you can do this for just 7 days, if you can manage your energy with this level of discipline, you will see cracks in the matrix. You will see synchronicities, meaningful coincidences. You will feel a lightness in your chest you haven't felt in years. People will respond to you differently. Opportunities will find you. And you will know without a shadow of a doubt that you hold the pen. The script of your life is not written in stone. It is written in energy. And you are the writer. Conclusion: the invitation. The door is open. The code has been delivered. The map is in your hands. You have a choice to make right now. And it is the most important choice of your life. You can close this video and go back to being an observer. You can pick up your phone, check social media, and return to the loop of yesterday. You can go back to blaming the economy, blaming your parents, and waiting for a miracle. The world will welcome you back to the herd. It is comfortable there. It is safe there. But nothing grows there. Or you can choose to be brave. You can choose to wake up tomorrow and be the architect of your reality. It won't be easy. Your body will fight you. The world will test you. But you do not have to walk this path alone. You have found Quantum Files Awakening. This channel is not just a collection of videos, it is a sanctuary for the conscious. It is a digital library for those who are ready to deprogram the old self. We are here to hold the frequency when the world tries to lower it. We are here to remind you of what you have forgotten. If this message resonated with your soul, do not let the connection fade. Subscribe to Quantum Files Awakening right now. Turn on the notification bell. Consider this your commitment to never go back to sleep. By subscribing, you are signaling to the field that you are ready for more data, more truth, and more power. The quantum field is listening. It is humming with infinite potential, waiting for your command. What will you signal today? If you are ready to claim your power, declare it now. Make a contract with the universe. Write in the comments below, I am no longer waiting, I am creating. Let that be the first line of code in your new program. Let the old you die so the new you can be born. Welcome to the path. Welcome to the unknown. Welcome to Quantum Files Awakening.